Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be filming just a tutorial for my everyday winter makeup look. So let's get started. Alright guys, so first I start out with a Smashbox primer and I just rub that all in my face just to prep my skin for my foundation. And then I use my Lancome foundation and I just blend that out. And I take my Urban Decay setting spray and I just kind of use that to dampen out the beauty blender, and I just blend that all into my face and my neck, and yeah. Next, I use my green NYX concealer and I put that over the couple pimples or red spots that I had a little bit of a breakout. So you just put that on your skin before you put on concealer, and you want to blend it out a little bit but not too much because you still want that green to be covering up the red. Next, I use my Tarte Rainforest of the Sea concealer in light. Actually, I honestly don't really like this concealer that much because I bought it and this is the lightest shade and it's still too dark for me. But besides the fact, I just put it over, I spot conceal and I also put it under my eyes just to get rid of any dark circles or anything. And once again, I spray my beauty blender with my setting spray just to dampen it up a little bit. Blend that all out, make sure there's no green spots on my face because I don't want to be looking like Shrek or Fiona. You know what I mean? Next, I take my Mary Kay translucent powder and just set my face with it with my big fluffy brush. I actually got that brush in New York. I went to a beauty show when I was in cosmetology school. So yeah, I just kind of set my face with that. And then I'm also going to be doing some baking with my beauty blender. And I'm just going to be putting that under my eyes and above and below my contour as well. It just kind of lightens up the dark areas, and I just leave that on for a few minutes. Eyebrow time. I'm using my Anastasia Dip Brow in Chocolate, and I'm using one of the Anastasia brushes. I don't exactly remember which one because I've had it for a while and the number wore off. But I just brush up my eyebrows and shape them how I want them. And then I always start by outlining near the end, like the point, I guess. And I kind of make my way from the bottom to the top, I guess. I always want to start out darker than go light, if that makes sense. Like, start out darker near the end of my eyebrow and kind of make my way to the beginning of my eyebrow, I guess. You just want to make sure that it's not like super dark like near the beginning of your eyebrow, because it's just not flattering, I guess. At least not for me anyway. But yeah, I always outline, do that, and then eventually I fill in. But this part takes me a while, so I'm probably going to speed it up because I'm pretty sure you don't want to watch me just fixing lines and stuff like that.
Your love will surely come find us like blazing wildfire, singing your name. God of mercy.
Now I'm just taking off my translucent powder with the same fluffy brush I set my face with. So yeah, I just take that off so it's not just sitting there. Now I'm just concealing under my eyebrows with the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea concealer, and I'm using the same brush I used to apply my dip brow. I just cleaned it off just so there's no brown stuff still in it of the dip brow, and I'm just really just outlining my whole eyebrow, just make sure that it's just nice, clean cut, no just, I don't know. I'm really bad at explaining things, I apologize, so hopefully you can see what I'm doing. Alright, now I'm just blending out the concealer. This is actually a smudge brush for eyeliner, and I'm just kind of use that to blend out the concealer, just so it's, well, one, this concealer's too dark for me anyway, so I just kind of use it to just blend it all out, and I use my fingers as well. Alright, then to finish up my eyebrows, I'm just using my Brow Wiz by Anastasia, and I just use that to draw any little hairs in the beginning of my eyebrow, just in the front, and just to fix my arch a little bit if the concealer might have messed it up a little.
Your love will.
And then I just use my Gimme Brow Benefit gel just to make sure my eyebrows stay in place. It actually has like fibers in it, which I think is really cool. It kind of just gives them just this really nice finish. So that's just to make sure they stay in place, because I have really long eyebrow hairs, so they kind of get a little crazy sometimes. Then I'm going to be priming my eyes with my Lorac eyeshadow primer. I didn't really show it because the lettering kind of wore off on it, but you're going to make sure you're going to put it all over your eye and just leave it a little bit tacky, I guess you would say. You don't want it to be completely dry, just so it's better for your eyeshadow. Then I'm going to be using my Tarte's Pro palette. My husband got me this for Christmas last year and I love it. I'm going to be starting out with Profesh, and I'm just going to be blending that into my crease with my Morphe M524 brush. And my palette looks so bad because I use this almost every day. And I love it so much, and there's like concealer all over it and stuff. I need to wipe it down, but don't mind that. I'm just going to be blending it with my Morphe brush then, and you're just going to blend, blend, blend. Then I'm just going to be taking my Morphe M433 brush, and I'm just going to be using that to blend my crease a little more, just to make sure it's nice and there's no harsh lines or anything. Then I'm just going in with my Morphe M441 brush and just fluffing it out, blending it out a little more. This is a bigger brush, so it kind of helps with the blending process. Then I am going in with the shade No Filter, and I'm just putting that on the outer corner of my eye and blending into my crease. I think I am using the 441 brush, whichever one, but I'm just blending that out in my outer corner up into my crease, just making it darken up a little bit and making it more dramatic.
Like blazing wildfire, singing your name.
Alright, now I'm going in. This is actually a highlighter by JD Glow called Holy Grail. And I'm just going in with my brush that I got with my Naked 3 palette. I'm just putting that on my lid. This highlighter, it didn't really look right on my skin because it's kind of more like glitter than a highlight, which I actually really like it though because I can use it as an eyeshadow. So I'm kind of just putting that in the on my eyelid, just in the beginning, not the whole eyelid, just to give it a little shimmer.
Slamming this door with every hand.
Now I'm doing my eyeliner with my Stila Stay All Day eyeliner in jet black, and I'm also fixing it up with my Kat Von D, I think Tattoo eyeliner, I believe it's called. But I'm just fixing up the wings with that.
Long live the soul that knows what it wants.
Now I am priming my lashes with my Lancome lash primer, and you just put that on the top lashes. Well, first I start out putting on my top lashes, and you just let it dry before you put your mascara on. Then I am smoking out the first color I used under my eye with my Naked 3 brush. Just putting that under my eye just to give it a little more depth and make it look more dramatic.
Trying to be the one outlaw.
Next, I am using my Lancome Definicils mascara. This is the best stuff ever in my opinion because it makes it look like you're wearing fake lashes when you're not. And I don't normally wear fake lashes because I wear really big glasses and it can just be really annoying just wearing those with my glasses. So I normally only wear them if I'm like going out on a date with my husband or something like that, or like New Year's Eve I wore fake lashes. And so I just kind of apply a couple of coats of mascara on my top lashes and only one on my bottom lashes because that just gets really annoying if they're really long, look like spiders. So you're just going to put a couple coats of that, make it look like you're wearing falsies when you're actually not. Then I'm using my Tarte blush and Party. And I'm just putting that all over my face because I'm really white. And I normally just put it on my cheeks and on my forehead because when you're really white you need lots of color.
Long live the heart, long live the soul that knows what it wants.
Then I'm using my Estee Lauder Bronze Goddess Bronzer for contouring. And I'm going in with my Morphe E46 brush and I'm just going and chiseling out those cheekbones. And I also do a little bit on my nose and my forehead. But I don't do too much because, like I said before, I'm really white. And when you're really, really white like me, it just doesn't really look too good when you just have a lot on your face. At least if you're me anyway. So just putting that on, and don't worry, I'm going to blend it out because harsh lines are not my friend. Then I'm using the same brush that I put my blush on with, my Buki brush or Handy Buki or whatever, by Bare Minerals. I'm just blending out that contour because you don't want any harsh lines, especially if you're really, really white, because it just doesn't look good. So just blend that out.
How heavy this load, it never lets go.
I'm using my Anastasia Glow Kit in Gleam, and I'm using the colors Crushed Pearl and Starburst. So I'm just using a combination of those, and I'm using my Morphe fan brush, I believe it's M310, and I'm just applying that to my cheekbones over top of my contour. And I also apply on my nose and my Cupid's bow and wherever I just feel like it. Basically my high points. You always want to highlight your high points. You don't want to just put highlighter all over your face because it just doesn't look good. You just want to put it on the places that if you're getting your picture taken and there's flash, that basically where the flash would show your high points. And then for lipstick, I'm using Dose of Colors Liquid Lipstick in Stone. I absolutely love this color because it's the color I wore on my wedding day. So it's really special to me. I went and bought it because I wanted to just have it forever because it's super special to me, super important because it brings back really good memories. And I unfortunately don't have a lip liner for this yet, but actually it applies it really nice without a lip liner. It's easy to line your lips with it. So I'm just applying that, and just it's a pop of color and it perfectly matches my look, which I really love. To finish up, I'm using my Mario Badescu water, spraying that all over my face. And there you have it. Thank you so much for watching, guys.